Welcome back to What Would You Do, the show where we talk about real issues from real leaders, and then we ask the question, what would you do?
We got a situation where an employer has been in the business, over a decade, and he's got a legacy employee who was there from ground up, helped build, was really important to the building of the growth of the business and the sales, and really, where it is today is a huge tribute to this person being a part. They're not an owner, but they're there. They've been there, super loyal. One of the most valuable people in the company. But the company is shifting. The company's growing into a new dimension, and it's going to need to change from a business model that was more, 1.0 to more scalable, including more people, more roles, kind of running with that. And this legacy person is having a hard time shifting into the new dimension. So what do you do when there's so much loyalty, so much love, so much contribution this person made, but you're realizing they're not going to be a person who's going to help take you into the next frontier, the next season? What do you do in that situation?
This is truly a difficult situation to navigate. And I'm going to make a set of assumptions. Like, I think you set this up that this person has great value historically, but is no longer as valuable moving forward. But you still feel incredible value for who they are.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
kind of conundrum.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that situation, the principle is what got us here won't necessarily get us there.
Right.
That's the principle. That is a tough one to activate into, but that's what you have to keep your eye on. The second thing I would ask is, as a leader, you're always asking two questions simultaneously and leaning back and forth between them situationally. And first of all is it's a question of what's best for the individual. And there's a belief set behind that says what's best for the individual is best for the company. If we take care of our individuals, they will take care of the company. And that's arguably true. The problem is it's a profound half-truth, because the other side of the equation is what's best for the company. And sometimes you have to take care of the company and it will take care of the individuals. And this is one of those pincher moments. What I would do is when I'm looking at this kind of circumstance, I'm going to ask the question, is this working? Meaning, with this particular person, we've already decided we're going forward and we want to navigate this person out of one mindset and framework into a new one. And they've got time. I would give them time to make that transition. But the whole time I would be asking the question, is this working? And if the answer is yes, but it could be better, or yes, but it needs to speed up, or anything like that, yes, but, then we keep working it. It's okay. I wouldn't do anything. I would just keep giving them time, because change is hard and change takes time. However, there comes a point in that process where you can make the assessment, this isn't working. And at that point in a decision tree, you're going a different direction. Because at that point, what you have to do is be able to say, I'm now going to take control of the agenda, and I'm not, their timeline, what they want, how they hope this turns out isn't going to win. We're going somewhere and this isn't working. So I'm going to get us there. And there's only two ways to do that. One is the person gets this pressure cooker built around them where they get to decide to make the change, or they get to leave. The leaving is where the key to this really is. How do you have somebody leave your employment in a way that is incredibly honoring to the value they created? And a severance package is one way to do that, but there's a lot more. And what I would do is I would have the client start working with them in a different tone. And I would establish this isn't working. And that's going to be super scary. But then I would establish what it's going to take to make it work. If you want to stay, these are the metrics that you have to meet. That's going to put pressure on them. That's the pressure cooker. And I'd have constant feedback on, are we hitting this? Because it's not working and it has to work by a date. That pressure cooker is going to increase their willingness to actually say, I need to actually exit, hopefully. And then what you can do is work with them over months sometimes to get them into their next thing well. You can actually offload them, help them find another job, help write them amazing cover letters, introduce them network. Because this person you don't owe them a debt, so to say, but you want to see them thrive, and you can put a lot of energy into helping them thrive. They just are no longer going to be able to thrive with you. So the key is it working? Yes, keep going. No, take ownership of the process. It's no longer on their terms, it's on your terms. And then design terms that bring it to conclusion in a way that values the relationship. The challenge of that is the person on the other side of that equation has their own voice and agency. They get to decide if they like that process, and they can tell whatever story about you they want. You can't control that, but that's how I would do it.
Yeah. Thank you. So there you have it. Like it, love it, or disagree with it. Give us a comment, share this video, and we want to see you next time.